So what happens? What happens, my friends, if you decide that you're not going to answer the questions posed to you by Congress, if you lie, if you destroy evidence? Well, for most of us, that would mean you'd be in a whole lot of trouble. But if you're a very senior IRS official, it wouldn't mean very much at all. You wouldn't get fired. You wouldn't be brought up on charges. What are we supposed to make of this? Buck Sexton here, in for Glenn Beck today on the Glenn Beck radio program. I am TheBlaze's national security editor, host of the Buck Sexton Show on TheBlaze Radio and TheBlaze TV. And you can send me your thoughts and comments at facebook.com/Buck Sexton. The IRS, it is an agency that immediately drives a bit of fear into all of our minds. And that's not the way that it should be. And that's true even, by the way, if you're somebody who pays their taxes and does their very level best to be on the up and up all the time. They have so much authority. There's so much that they can do. They have an enormous tax code, 70,000 pages, by the way. An enormous tax code with which they can decide to find some means, some rationale to make your life very difficult. Remember, the process is the punishment. Even if you, in the end, are found to be guilty of absolutely nothing. Nobody writes you a check. Nobody pats you on the back. Nobody says, "Well done, citizen, you've paid your taxes." No. The audit, the whole process that you go through, the lost nights of sleep, the anxiety, that moment of panic if they come to your place of business to have a discussion about one thing or another. None of that goes away. And I suppose you're just in a place where you should be thankful. That's what they believe. You should be thankful that it's not worse, that they're not taking away your freedom. They can take away your peace of mind, whether you've done anything wrong or not. It's just a question of whether they can take away your freedom as well. So you would think, and unfortunately, if you think this, you would be wrong, that the IRS would be very closely watched, that the IRS would have tremendous oversight in place, and that particularly there would be a very high level of vigilance against the IRS engaging in political targeting, deciding to go after people or groups, well, groups just being collections of people, because of their beliefs, their ideology, their sense of where this country should be going and how we should be governed. But all of that's not true. There are no real safeguards, and as we see now, there's really no accountability either. It's one thing to think that there should be prevention of that kind of targeting, that they can't actually go forward with it. But it's a different thing entirely, isn't it, to say that they can get away with this violation as well. It's not just that we can't stop them from doing this. It's that even when they do it, nothing happens. No big deal. Nothing to see here. Just move on along. Another bureaucratic mess up. Another time when the bureaucracy has failed. Because bureaucracies do that. They fail.